Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome to another 96 Exit Championship match. This afternoon we have Seathorne going head to head with DunkelGotik. It should be a pretty interesting match, I know I say that all the time, but Seathorne has been really performing very well recently. Well, actually I would need to check whether it's a top 3 or a top 4 time now. But got a 1:22.4x recently, which is an incredible time. We're going to be getting started pretty soon here. I know we've had a bit of a delay, but it looks like we're all good now. Actually, I'm going to go over and I'm going to get these guys started because we have a match coming up in an hour and a half. Yay! So, going to do that, and then we're going to get this kicked off. And it looks like we're off. Good luck to both Seathorne and Dunkel. Okay, well, we have seed number 4 versus seed number 29. And actually, before we got this kicked off, Dunkel was falling outside of that 32 seed required to actually qualify for the tournament. But Dunkel has been improving a lot, working hard, and has managed to increase that seed to a healthy 29. Now, obviously, going up against Seathorne, it's never going to be easy. It's a pretty tough challenge for anybody. Maybe what's happening? We have a race happening, don't we? Okay, well, it is now. Yay, we have surprised you all. It was but a ruse. The race is actually happening now. You, welcome Blood TV. Is that the channel emote? No, that's Microvita's emote. Okay, so we're making our way through Y3. Hopefully there won't be too much to talk about here, but it is very easy to sometimes miss a jump and then you're falling to your death. The commands are correct. I've changed them back. I apologize if we are having a couple of technical issues. This has been a real struggle to get this restream set up. So if there are some issues, we're working on those. The commands in chat are racers, commentators, restreamer, schedule, and bracket, I think. We are getting the music situation resolved. Oh, the timer doesn't fit in the box either. Okay, we are working on it. We didn't really have much choice but to go live as well. We have a match coming up in 1 hour 25 minutes, so that is quite the struggle. And unfortunately, this match is already delayed by a half an hour because of stuff. I don't really want to talk about it. But yeah, we're both making our way through Castle 1, Room 2. Both having very similar world ones. Again, not usually much to talk about unless someone dies or makes a pretty big mistake, which is unlikely. Yeah, so on the subject of 122s, the illustrious 122, a lot of people have asked or mused, oh wow, will we see a 122 this tournament? And the case seems to be, or at least my feeling is that we will see a 122 this tournament. That's a pretty bold thing to say as well, because we probably shouldn't, but just with how things have been going recently, I reckon we have a pretty high chance of doing it, especially whenever Louis is busting out some of those later races. Truman, Stan, Retro Bob, Keisto, all of those guys are capable of it. Mario, who knows? Mario might get his first 122 in his race. Okay, it looks like both runners are going for the same route. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see pretty soon. At least in this playthrough of Donut Secret, they'll both be going for the normal exit. But whether they continue on after that will be the thing to watch out for. Okay, both grabbing the shell. Oh, but Dunkel losing the shell on that very first fish. That's a shame. No, not too bad though, because he can still grab the P switch. Oh, just having to dodge that fish there. Don't want to get hit there. You don't want to lose cape, because you're going to have to go back for one otherwise. Not having cape, it would just end up losing you a lot more time. Wait, and are both of our runners going for early wings? Oh no, wait, no, sorry, I'm just being an idiot. They're going for this. They're going for the secret exit of this first. Then they're going to go back to do not secret, I believe. Now they could actually skip out on this exit. There are a couple of variations of the different routes that would all work out to be the same over world time. But it's probably not a bad idea to get this out of the way, at least in RTAs. Okay, so yeah, both going back to do not secret, do the secret exit. You see, there's your problem. We don't accept euros, USD. We are still we are still working on the timers. Oh my word! And Seathorne losing his cape, so going to be interesting to see what approach he takes here. Probably the only approach that he can really uh, look to go for is to go back for cape. Otherwise, he's going to lose more time than it would take to go back and get one. Yeah, as predicted, going back for cape. In some spots, you might see a runner continue on capeless for a bit until there's a cape they can pick up. But at this part of the route, there really isn't much of an option. Yeah, you see, that's one good thing about Streamlink. If you're using Streamlink, which is a command line, well, the interface is the command line. Um, you can sync it up quite easily through VLC. Okay, so Dunkel finishing up with the big boot fight, taking the early lead. Gotta feel good, because again, Dunkel is a massive, massive underdog here. Don't get me wrong, Dunkel is a very good player, but Seathorne is incredible. Also, to have a look at the bracket, it's exclamation mark bracket. This is our seventh match, I believe. Oh, and a nice backup from Dunkel. Very nicely done. Now this second boo ring is going to be easier for Seathorne. Oh, Seathorne missing the switch there. Not a big deal. It can be more of an issue if that boo comes across and goes over the window, or not over the window, over the door. Doors and windows, totally different things. Okay, we have a fairly simple flyover here. Oh no! Oh no, that's even worse. Poor Dunkel. Yeah, so Dunkel not getting over one of those pipes. Comes down, loses cape. Oh my word, what a disaster. Now that might be one of the more viable places to go on capeless, and even saying that, it'd be extremely tough. That would require you going through DP3 capeless, and that is extremely tough. But it is a possible play, at least. Very unfortunate for Dunkel though. Also losing Fireflower as well, which is an extra um, time loss. Seathorne coming down to grab you. Wait, where did Seathorne's Yoshi go? Okay, I looked away for 1 second there, but I'm assuming Seathorne's Yoshi went in a pit. So actually, this is another opportunity for Dunkel to catch up, because Seathorne will be going back for Yoshi here. There's absolutely no way he's going to continue on without one. Because coming up, yeah, going backward as predicted. Interesting that Seathorne has forgotten an option in this scenario. Steve. Oh wait, of course it's not linked up. Oh no. Okay, I was actually gonna say, going to top secret area might have been better, but actually it wouldn't be. Oh, that's unfortunate. Gotta do old man route like me. So yeah, coming up in World 3, there are two pretty major time saves, one after the other that involve a Yoshi, both wings and clips. We're gonna see that pretty soon. And Dunkel without the Yoshi, I'm gonna make a call and say that that's intentional. Certainly, wings is incredibly tough. A lot of the lower seeds won't be attempting it. Although I'm almost a little bit surprised not to see an attempt at clips. Clips certainly a lot more accessible than wings would be. Yes, we know that Dunkel's timer is messed up. Okay, Dunkel unfortunately losing a cycle there. We'll have to wait a little bit extra. Not to worry though. Yeah, Dunkel unfortunately without the Fireflower as well, so has to do the manual 3 hits on Morton. Okay, so it's time for wings. Basically, the first step of wings is getting a block tube underneath. Oh my word! Seathorne getting wings before I could even explain them. Those wings were absolutely on fire. But basically, what he does is he dupes a block underneath that dragon coin. He then collects the top half of that dragon coin, and then does a side dupe on that invisible block, and that gives you wings. Very impressive though. Okay, and wow, why can't I get runs like that? Oh my word, this is a really good start for Seathorne, other than losing Kate and doing that secret. But getting first try clip as well, a pretty big deal. To compare just the length of this level, uh, Dunkel now has to go through. And usually it wouldn't be this much of a time loss compared to someone going for wings, but Seathorne got them pretty much as fast as possible. So taking advantage of all of the time save, very nice. Oh, the hammer brew. I see. Yeah, I suppose if there's going to be a place to lose Yoshi, it will be there. Either by flying too early or flying too late and then getting hit by the hammer. Okay, so Seathorne doing a good job of holding onto the shell, re-disabling it from waking up. And Seathorne setting up for Sticky Fly and gets it. Very nice. Yeah, we are still working on the game audio side of things. Believe this channel already currently has affiliate, but if you're talking about partnership has been applied for, so it'll be happening any day at this point. And that's a yump. That's very nice. Now, admittedly, I did see that on the restream. Still trying to resolve a couple of issues here. Also, Seathorne not uh not getting P speed off that raft there, so unfortunately we'll have to wait. But let's see what sort of Strasbourg. Oh, okay, jumping a little bit early there. Yeah, just going for the normal strat. Very nicely done. Getting through there. And Seathorne finishing up with 313. Definitely not ideal. That's going to be a lot lower than what he's used to. So Seathorne in the lead by Vanilla Ghost House, or yeah, Vanilla Ghost House and Vanilla Dome 3. Sometimes whenever you're just thinking about the level names off the top of your head, you doubt yourself. You've got Vanilla Ghost House, you've got Valley Ghost House, Choco Ghost House. They're all sort of linked in different ways. have the game audio very soon. I do apologize. I've got a feeling that we're gonna have audio very, very soon. Just had one small little breakthrough. Oh, I think we've got game audio. Sounds like it anyway. "11 p.m. Someone must be in Europe or potentially Africa, but I'm gonna guess Europe. I've got a gut feeling about that. Okay, so Seathorne taking advantage of that Yoshi that he was bringing with him. Also, Dunkel bringing that Yoshi as well to Butterbridge 1. Just lets you get those wings in the middle of that stage. Saves a couple of seconds of flying and then a bunch of time for the fanfare. Yep, Magic Koopa pretty horrible. Yeah, Dunkel just making his way through. Very sorry that I haven't been able to focus on commentary or anything. Just getting things resolved. It is very, very tough on the restreamer. Honestly. So we are going to see a little bit of stuff happen on screen. It's all for the sake of the audio. Do not worry about it. I think Seathorne got the dive. Seathorne got the dive. That's good. That's the main thing. Oh, hello, the rest of Twitch. We're just getting a little peek behind the scenes. Okay, Dunkel finishing up with Castle 3. Nicely done. That little stretch of Castle 3, Vanilla Dome 3, well, the whole of Vanilla Dome's horrible. Not even followed? Wow. That is unforgivable. Nah, it's good. It's good. Do we have sound yet, chat? I know that's the only thing I've talked about pretty much. The sound and I don't even know what else. Oh, look, we get to see Seathorne is currently. Oh, I can't even read that. But Seathorne is a little bit behind his PB at the moment. Losing Cape probably would do that, considering that Seathorne's PB is absolutely incredible. Also worth mentioning that speedrun.com/Super Mario World will give you the leaderboards for this category automatically as well. Yeah, speedrun.com/SMW and Seathorne. Oh my word! The gold tape despawned on Seathorne. That was a bit of a late reaction, but you don't get to see that often. I've been told in theory that's like a 1 in 200 chance of happening. I'm sure if TLD's here, he could possibly confirm. Our resident knew everything about SMW person. Wow, that was unfortunate. Nice second and third zip from Seathorne. Nice fourth zip as well. I'm not getting that last one, unfortunately, but this has still been a pretty good Star World one. Now, Dunkel heading into Star World. Will be getting stuck into those 10 exits. Okay, so far this has been a pretty nice special world for Seathorne. Seathorne, I... Okay, Seathorne not going for Arc. Seathorne without a Fire Flower at the moment will just be continuing on through manually. Arc refers to awesome Reznor kill. Okay. Oh, okay, he's going back. Try it with that Fire Flower. Maybe? Or... No? Okay. I'll be honest, I can barely see the screen right now, because it's currently being shared in studio mode. Aha! There we go. Very nice. Okay, so Seathorne was actually going back to grab the shell. The shell got away from him. We apologize for the audio delay, but unfortunately it's better than without audio. Honestly, it's better than dead silence whenever I'm not talking. Oh, but Seathorne is going for Groovy Boss kill. Looks good to get it. I have been looking away for just a moment. That looks pretty damn good to me, though. Very nicely done. Okay, so Dunkel is mostly finished up with Star World here. We'll be finishing off Star World 5's Secret to enter in Special World. Oh, Seathorne going for early takeoff and gets it as well. That's fairly precise. So well done, Seathorne. Glad to hear it. Okay, so Dunkel will be taking the sort of normal route through this level. Although hitting the P-switch on the way up just makes this level a little bit shorter. Seathorne has 2 flyovers and then on to a couple more unfortunately. At least from Seathorne's perspective, this is a bit of downtime in the run. Isn't too much going on that's super difficult. And Dunkel going for the blue Yoshi strats through Tubular. Gotta be careful here. Oh my word, going under that pipe is such a good idea. I'd never ever considered that. Oh my god. I'm totally stealing that. Yeah, so going over that pipe, you're really, really risking that football chuck. Kicking a football to your face, and then falling to your doom. Seathorne now officially a super player. EBs, but let's have a quick look. Normally have this written down, but today was just a bit of a rush. Seathorne with a 1:22 and 48 seconds. Oh my god, that is incredible to think that's now 5th place. What has happened? Yeah, so Seathorne in 5th place with a 1:22.48. And that was only set 11 days ago. And Dunkel, let me just see. Dunkel with a 1:32.31. So definitely from what I've seen from Dunkel, EB does seem to be very much on the table. Okay, Seathorne heading on to Yellow Switch Palace. Will we see another Yum? Hopefully. Actually, I believe Seathorne is 0 for 2 in jumps. Dunkel 1 for 2? Or wait, what am I talking about? They've only hit one switch each. But that's a jump. Very nice. I believe that's 1 for 2 for Seathorne, and I believe Dunkel is 1 out of 1. Sorry, simple logic has been a bit of an issue for me today. That was nicely done from Seathorne. Okay, I have some good news for you guys though. Pretty soon we won't be flying over levels. Unfortunately, this is the part of the run with a little bit of downtime. Nothing too much going on. But once we start approaching World 5, that's where it gets really spicy again. Okay, nicely done. Seathorne with a 362 must have had fast flight there, or eventually got it. Okay, Seathorne heading into the not flyover, that it's an auto-scroller. Ooh, nice side juke. Ooh, nice juke. Seathorne with the 2-frame tricks. Super Mario World, a 60 FPS game, so you do the maths. Pretty precise. Hopefully by the end of this race we will have the audio delay issue fixed. None of us are really too sure why that's happening because it isn't delayed on Seathorne's end, but coming through the restream, it's all of a sudden delaying. We're really uncertain as to why that's the case. But we're on it. We've asked our other restreamers if they can potentially diagnose the issue. Seathorne with the not jump there. But getting a cape spin on the P-switch, I'm noticing. Pretty cool. Yeah, I have no idea, Mike. Damn, Seathorne's super hot with these dupes. Seathorne was going for that other super crazy dupe you can get on that coin block, but not quite getting it. It's pretty much just practice and muscle memory. For the longest time I was doubting my dupes, like quite a bit, but now I'm getting them probably over 50% of the time. Like 50% per try. Which still isn't super high. Like a lot of these top runners are getting it like 80-90% of the time. Yeah, I'm also a professional at spawning 2 keys in levels. Very useful, you know. For wings in VD1, I tend to be super hot with that first jip. Like, I get it most of the time, and then that second one, ugh, not good. Okay, Seathorne going for the secret exit for this level now. And this is the point as well, whenever people are doing different routes at the start, this is the part where the routes converge. There pretty much aren't really any other options unless you're going for some really, really crazy route. Okay, Seathorne doing a good job of Vanilla Secret. Now he's got the normal exit coming up. It's a bit tougher, a lot more of the level to go through. And probably will be using that shell that he grabbed the first time in order to clear the way from the second time, we'll see here. Looks like he tried to grab the shell but didn't quite get it. Oh, but nicely done. That was a beautiful recovery. Correct me if I'm wrong, Seathorne in chat, I believe that probably was a recovery. It did look like he went to grab the shell, but regardless, I'm really glad we got to see that. Okay, Dunkel with his third opportunity for a jump. Got the first one, will he get the third one? Yump! That's nice. That's very good for Dunkel. Two for three for Dunkel, 1 out of 3 for Seathorne. You, Matthew, welcome. What's up? If you're referring to the game audio, we don't know. We don't know how it's delayed. We don't know how it's desynced. Or something. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but welcome. You, Dobbs, what's up? To be honest, Dobbs has got a lot further than I did. I was setting up for 2 hours earlier, trying to get all the new tech stuff prepared, but yeah, unfortunately didn't quite make it. Needed to set aside more than 2 hours apparently. How is it? It's interesting. It is interesting. A nice room 1 for Seathorne. Oh, and gets the Thwomp boss. Despawns the Thwomp there that would normally be there. That's done with a cape spin, I believe. I'm going to guess that's to do with some sort of camera magic. Spinning your cape can affect how the screen scrolls. Okay, Seathorne making his way through Butterbridge 1, and I believe in race 5, I think it was race 5, where we saw the double Butterbridge 1 death. First with despawning platforms, which is never a good thing, and then the other one was spin jumping on the yellow blocks near the end. Also, yeah. Out of the two of those, that's the one you really should know not to do. Although I believe that was mostly caused from a dropped controller. Okay, good decision from Dunkel there, grabbing that Fire Flower. Saves you going for Awesome Flower, which is very tough to get optimally. Oh. Okay, nice recovery from... Oh, never mind. We have some extra work to do. Yeah, probably at this point, best to take the vine. Oh, Seathorne with more lovely jibs, getting this vine swag, getting a couple other jibs. Very nicely done. Also making sure to get out of there before you get stuck down there. Yeah, these jibs are absolutely awesome right now. Oh wow, Dunkel having issues again. Yeah, actually getting P-Speed that's useful to you around that area is a bit tougher than you'd expect. Oftentimes you're just going to lose last time if you take the vines. Okay, it is always a bit spooky going to the right-hand side of those Koopas, especially whenever they stop and they're on their way back. Okay, so Seathorne switched to fire in room 2 here. Personally, I prefer that strat. It's a lot easier. It probably doesn't even lose 0.1 seconds, or well, maybe it loses a bit more than that, being honest. But it barely loses any time compared to an otherwise very difficult strat. And just timing your jumps there instead of having to deal with cape cancelling on that first, or I don't even know, sorry, dodging that first Potaboo, a lot more consistent. Thank you very much. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, so I think overall Seathorne's going to be pretty happy with this run. Only a couple of minor incidents. I'm going to guess still possible to get a 123. Oh, also, interesting thing to point out as well, Seathorne doesn't actually switch back to Cape before entering FOI1 because he can do a quick transition coming up. And if you pick up a power-up just off the top of the screen, it makes that power-up transition not happen. So yeah, normally whenever you pick up a power-up, the screen freezes for like, I think it's 40 frames. Yes, he just did it there now. So you don't get that transitional phase. Okay, Seathorne setting up for wings here. See how it goes. Okay, that was unlucky. Okay, that's unlucky. Unlucky again. Oh, and that just missed it that time. Yeah, Seathorne did execute correctly twice. Now I can't remember the exact likelihood of it. I think it might be 2 and 3, where you get wings if you execute correctly. So, I mean, if it's not 2 and 3, I think it's 1 and 2. But it's still pretty unlucky to have that happen twice. Okay, it's time for clips. Oh my word, and Seathorne is the unluckiest right now. So entering this level, what he does is he manipulates Subpixel. That Subpixel gives him a 75% chance to clip through, and now he's just got 25%, 50%, and 50%. So this is getting... Okay. Finally we're through there. Wow, that was horrible. Yeah, pure Seathorne with the 1 and 16. Pretty gross. So yeah, basically if you execute correctly, then to get the clip, you're relying on subpixels. Manipulating it the first time will give you a 75% chance to clip through. Him getting kicked out the first time is pretty unlucky, then he lost 2 coin flips after that as well. Okay, so Dunkel in the situation where he doesn't have a cape, not a big deal just as long as he actually gets to the point where he picks up the cape. There is one coming up pretty much for free. One in 64? You should... Oh, well, I suppose if you include wings, yeah. 1 in 64. Oh, did I miss the other yum? Sorry, I was reading chat. Okay, both tied for yums. Dunkel very much needing this last yum. Yeah, so that's 1 in 4, 1 in 2, 1 in 2, which I believe is 1 in 16 overall. Unless somehow he knows his subpixel's still good for those 3 tries, in which case it would be 1 in 4 to the power of 3, which would be 1 in 64, but I believe it's 1 in 4, 1 in 2, 1 in 2. He landed afterwards, his subpixel was unknown to him. Oh, right. I thought once you landed you didn't know that. Seathorne is just so unlucky right now. Okay, I had a better feeling that second time, but wow, that is absolutely gross. Okay, we're noticing as well, okay, Dunkel's playing a bit safe. Wasn't sure there if he was pulling out or whether that's something he normally does. My word though. Oh. Boogie. Okay, Seathorne getting Dirty Bubble. I believe that's something like a 6 or 7 frame trick, which is very lenient. Whenever you get to that point, you pretty much will never miss that. Dirty Bubble just refers to taking off for that bubble. Definitely saves a lot of time. We're talking minutes here. Hey, Dunkel joining Seathorne in Forest. Hopefully Dunkel will get a bit better luck than Seathorne. Seathorne's luck consistently awful. Yeah, roughly 14 minutes. So our runners aren't super far away from each other. Dunkel has been keeping up pretty good pace here, considering just how good Seathorne is at this category. Okay, it is time for Dunkel not to attempt clips, it looks like. Dunkel will just be going for easy clip, I reckon. Certainly for 96, for some of the lower seeded players, I would even recommend at times, whenever you're doing 96, you've got to do both exits right. So give the first clip one attempt. If not, go on for easy clip. That lets you keep the Yoshi, saving back a bit of overworld time. I mean, it's still better if you're just going for hard clip both times. And then maybe just he dumped the Yoshi? Why did he dump the Yoshi? That's a very strange decision. Not only would grabbing this key be fast, yeah, he is going for the secret exit. Not only grabbing the key would be faster, he doesn't have to pick up an extra Yoshi, doesn't have the extra overworld movement. Might have just been a slip up, but definitely if you're going for easy clip there first try, do not dump the Yoshi. Bad decision. Well, feel free. Yeah, shit. Well, my general logic for something like that would be is that it's easy compared to a trick that a lot of people actually have a lot of difficulty with. Sure, dirty bubble. Oh, Seathorne. Okay, getting a bit of an aggressor there. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, getting bombarded by fireballs there. Doing his best to dodge them, but sometimes it just isn't possible. Not the worst thing in the world. We'll just be grabbing a cape from the roulette block coming up. Nicely done, maintaining P-speed as well. Very nice. There are a couple of different strats to maintain P-speed there and grab that cape if you need it. That was nicely done. We are fast approaching the 1 hour mark. You've been watching SMW for 1 hour. What are you doing with your lives? Actually, you're listening and watching me watch SMW for an hour. Okay, so Dunkel again passing up on clip, going for the other clip. Again, my advice to Dunkel would be now, assuming that wasn't just a slip up. If you're taking this approach, just don't dump the Yoshi the second or the first time. I think not having to grab the Yoshi and not having to do the extra overworld movement saves back about 4 or 5 seconds. So highly recommended. Now, the reason why you would normally dump Yoshi after the first clip is because there's a rainbow block that you can grab, and holding an item underwater makes Mario go quite a bit faster. You can't grab stuff underwater, or well, usually anywhere if you're riding Yoshi. The keyword usually. It is possible to grab stuff with Yoshi, or while you're on Yoshi. I'm not. Oh my word, Seathorne, no! Oh my word. Mortonfly has claimed, I think this might be our first runner that not Mortonfly, Royfly has claimed. It's definitely the first top runner claimed. Oh my word. That is very unfortunate. Okay, Seathorne will have a second attempt here. Going back for Kip is the only option if you don't want to lose loads more time. This setup looks really good though. Yeah, nicely done. The end of Castle 5 isn't the most free thing either. Oh my word, the Bowser statue nearly shot him right in the face. My goodness. Very unfortunate, so Dunkel will have a couple of opportunities here. Dunkel will also need a bunch more opportunities. There is still quite a gap between these two. Yeah, the green block, it's pretty much your biggest enemy in that, or at the end of Castle 5. Without it, honestly, getting through that last section is fairly easy. It is possible to bonk off a ceiling or a wall and have it become tricky, but even still, probably won't die if that's the case. But if you bonk off that green block, or if you bonk off something else while it's there, it's very, very easy to die. "16 exit? I don't know what 16 exit is. "16 exit low percent? Or is 16 exit where you get 16 exits and then BLJ to Bowser? I don't know. I don't know what the kids are up to these days. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought that at the last moment. Like I wasn't even taking the piss, and I was like, possibly just a mistake. You thinking about simple flips? Well, I suppose that's simply a mode, but I was just thinking of simple flips there. Him getting 100k subs on YouTube, it's so incredible. Oh my word, I'm so happy for him. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that. It came into my head. I saw it earlier. I'm going to avoid the obvious meme, you know. It's not a shout out or anything. Yo, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub dubs. Much appreciated. Obviously, all of that going back into tournaments and making this viable. A lot of money being pumped into this, obviously. So, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. And that is an option for anybody with Amazon Prime. If you link that to your Twitch account, you can get a free sub to any channel once per month. Although I'm sure everybody here understands how Twitch Prime works. We're very much hoping the partnership will happen in the next couple of days. It was applied for, I believe, at this point, 6 days ago. So we think we're pretty close to it. Ah, nice. Yes, I see you're holding on to the turbo badge. I don't blame you. I'm not a big fan of the alternative, I'll be honest. Not a big fan of that badge in chat. Okay, so Seathorne collecting some coins here. Wants to make sure he doesn't, game over or anything. Needs his coins for the extra lives. No, basically this level, or the normal exit, it requires you to wait some extra time. So by collecting at least 21 coins in the first room, you can get a kit for free, because you have to just wait in this room anyway. Gotta wait until we see at least 2:49 on the clock. And we had an unfortunate situation yesterday where Retro Bob actually went in 1 second early. First time I'd ever seen that happen in any scenario, but it is possible. Okay, Dunkel now going for Royfly. This is going to be close. Oh my word. Yeah, very close to that bottom Photobu. Oh no! Okay, that's unfortunate. We'll be able to grab a cape coming up here, but needs to be extra careful now. Sorry about that. Okay, this is very spooky. Very spooky indeed. Because we have Potabus bouncing all over the place as well. Oh my word. Get out of there! Yeah, we saw... Oh, actually, yeah, we didn't see a death yesterday to Royfly, but we did see a death of that Potaboo. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Dunkel getting through there in one piece. Thankfully. Folks, I will be back in 2 or 3 minutes. I do apologize. Just one thing has come up pretty quickly. So amuse yourselves. Watch this top class, high level gameplay. Actually, coming up here, Chocolate Fort. This first room is very impressive. I'm just gonna wait until then. Yep, gets that first section really nicely. Maintaining P speed. Ooh, oh look at this. Oh wow, very good. Okay, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Oh wow, and Dunkel as well got Pipe Fly. Very good. Okay, Seathorne going through sunken ghost ship. Now Dunkel will be doing a little bit of waiting after picking up that safety kit. Okay, Seathorne is good for this despawn coming up. So there are usually 2 boo rings at the end here, but Seathorne manages to despawn the first one without even scrolling, which is very nice. Fortunately, this second boo ring not lining up optimally. Still pretty damn good. Also noticing, sort of unfortunately, that Seathorne has a lot of 9s in his score. So it looks like he's going to be able to tip it over if he gets 1 more kill. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, get ready everybody. And that's an orb. Also, some of the poses that you get with Yoshi as you grab this orb, sometimes the tongue is half in his head, sometimes it's not even attached to his head. It's very, very unusual. But yeah, I was mentioning score there. The higher each digit is, so for example, got a 9. 9s tend to be very laggy, and especially in that there room where a lot's already going on. And as well, you will be aiming to have at least 7 digits in your score, because not displaying a digit is laggier, I believe it's laggier than everything except 0. This game is very unusual. Okay, so we are getting close to the end of the run. That was a very nice ghost house as well from Seathorne. Very nicely done. Seathorne going for normal exit now. I'm going to make everyone aware that in 10 minutes, now this match will possibly be delayed a minute or 2, but coming up after this match, I suppose it's more accurate to say, we're going to have Silver Star versus Author Blues in here, and my oh my, that is going to be one hell of a match. I believe it's our closest match as well. I believe it's Seed 16 versus Seed 17. Their PBs are extremely close. Silver Star, a very, very good RTA runner, also a very good racer, and Author Blues is very good at video games in general. Also amazing at SMW. He has been downplaying his abilities recently. It's just been funny him saying, "Oh, I don't feel very good at SMW at the moment." I reckon what we're going to see coming up after this race pretty much prove that otherwise. Currently in the lead, Seathorne. Gonna be honest, probably will maintain this lead as well unless something pretty drastic happens. But for the next match coming up, we will be switching commentators and restreamers, so your eyes and ears will be getting a little bit of a break. I haven't been particularly hot on restreaming today, or not restreaming, commentating. I've been very distracted. Not feeling the best either right now. Hopefully it's been bearable enough. Oh no, and Dunkel's lost Yoshi, so Dunkel's definitely going to be coming back to get that. Going back to get Yoshi will save, or well, we'll lose less time than not having Yoshi by Valley of Bowser 2. To the stage that Seathorne's in, Valley of Bowser 4. It's a very fun level to do. A couple of cool little optimizations you can do. Like first time though, it's been looking pretty good. Also dumps the Yoshi early, prevents a little bit of lag. Good. Okay, and now time for Castle 7. One of the harder castles for sure. This second room is very tough. Okay, nice first room. Also not the easiest thing in the world, but usually not too bad. Okay, gets this first section nicely. Okay. Doesn't get P-speed for this upcoming section. So we'll just have to wait on these pencils a little bit longer. Still not too bad though. So as it stands, I think Seathorne can get a 125. I think 124 is out the window at this point. But 125 is looking very, very possible. And, well, as a standalone time, a 125 in a race is very good. But comparing it to the 3 123s that we've had, 2 124s, I mean, just the quality that we've seen so far has been absolutely incredible. I wouldn't have expected it coming into the tournament that we would have had 3 123s. And we're not even halfway through round 1. It's been very impressive. Gonna make a call here. I'm gonna suggest that Seathorne will go for Sandbar Clip. Another fairly notorious trick in speedrunning, or SMW speedrunning. Oftentimes, if you miss it, you're gonna die. Okay, Seathorne. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We're possibly not gonna see Sandbar now because it just wouldn't save time anymore. Okay, well, he missed that cycle, so we're probably gonna see an attempt at it now. Okay, doesn't get it, but he went for it, he tried. That's the most important thing. Pretty sure he tried. There's a Switch giveaway today? That's some Twitter promotion thing. I'm not aware of it, but it should be pretty exciting. Okay, Seathorne finishing up a Sandbar. Bit different from what we normally would see. Bit unfortunate on that miss cycle. Coming up, we have Valley Fort, which I reckon Seathorne is going to be going deep in. Probably going to be seeing some pretty big strats here. Orb. Okay, let's have a look at this Valley. Okay, yep. I always forget that that damage boost is intentional. Or that cave cancel. Not damage boost. Okay, so goes for most of the big strats. There's P-speed strats at the end, which are absolutely insane. But doesn't go for them this time. I think Louis, Bob, and Truman all went for that in their races. It's so impressive. so this is going to be very close to sub 126. It still is possible. I am pretty confident it's possible. Yeah, no, for sure it's possible. But this will be on the higher end of a 125. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the bracket myself here. I have a feeling I know who's going up against Seathorne afterwards, assuming Seathorne wins this one. You know, it's not over yet. Probably is, but not technically over right now. Yeah, so the winner of Stew versus Resi will be going up against Seathorne. Yeah, so based on what we've seen, it's going to be quite close if we see a repeat of this. But I reckon Seathorne will, probably will beat this time coming up. That said, though, this has still been a very impressive run. Though at the same time, Stu and Resi both are coming very close to what Seathorne is likely to get here. They're going to have to go quite close to their PBs if they're wanting to keep up with Seathorne. And certainly if Seathorne done one of his better runs, they might be requiring a PB or PB at least before that race happens. Yeah, this has been a pretty textbook Bowser kill. No issues whatsoever, getting fast hits as well. We're only 2 hits away from hopefully securing a 125 and a very, very convincing win as well. Okay, good 5th hit. And we are done with a 125.57 from Seathorne. Big congrats on the win. As I mentioned earlier, going up against the winner of Resi versus Stew, this is going to be very, very tough. Although, if Seathorne keeps even within a minute of that PB, probably will make it close to impossible for his opponents. But yes, big, big congrats again to Seathorne. Okay, Seathorne has been in the chat the whole time, so I imagine he's going to hear me say this. But Seathorne, if you want to come in for a quick post-race, talk about your couple of mistakes or whatever, talk about the rest of your awesome run. We only do have a couple of minutes here. Very soon we'll be switching over to Silver Star versus Author Blues. But if you want to take that up, I can add you into the live room now. Your goal. But yeah, folks, don't go away. We have another one coming straight up, and this one will be, well, at least in terms of numbers, the closest match that we'll have. We have seat 16 going up against seat number 17. Their PVs, their skill levels, all of that extremely close. Okay, nice recovery from Dunkel there. Could have went a lot worse. Also, for anybody unaware of that shortcut below that door, probably was thinking, okay, that's unfortunate. Oh wait, no, there's a midway there. I didn't actually discover that until fairly recently, like embarrassingly recently. You know, whenever you see it, okay. Thankfully, Dunkel pulled out of that just at the right time. My word. Well, if Seathorne's wanting to jump in here, we only have a minute or two left. Don't have too much longer, and unfortunately as well, we might have to, Oh, no, I've got to add you to a special room that we have. Let's see. Okay. We'll get you in here. If I can... Oh. Dabs, you'll be able to hear me because obviously you're restreaming. I've sent you a friend request on Discord. You need to accept it because Discord's kind of particular like that. For you to be able to add people into a call, you need to be friends with the person that started the call. It makes so much sense, you know. Aha, there we go. Nicely done. Okay, joining us pretty soon we will have Seathorne. Then we're going to be switching straight over. Oh, Seathorne isn't online. Seathorne, you need to be appearing online for me to add you. So... You got some quick keyboard ASMR. I'm sure it sounded absolutely disgusting. But yeah, folks, just a reminder, straight after this, we're going to have Author Blues versus Silver Star. Very big match, highly anticipated. Doesn't get much more 50-50. Or maybe it's because I'm not friends with Seathorne? Okay. Seathorne, I sent you a friend request. I could have swore we were friends. I thought I've added you into stuff before. Apparently not. Wow. I hope this is working.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I think.
Can you hear me?
What's up?
Actually, let me check if it's using the correct...
Oh, I can barely hear you. I'm just gonna turn it
How about now?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better now.
Okay, it's actually using my mic now.
Yeah, sorry about all the technical difficulties there. We were just at least glad to even get the stream happening. It was looking quite close for a while. But yeah, big congrats on the time. I mean, that's still pretty damn good. It's a pity all those other times make this look less impressive than it actually was. But yeah, feel free to talk about your run if you want.
Yeah, I'm usually satisfied. Like, if I got this exact same time, but it was just sloppy all the way throughout, I wouldn't be satisfied. But if it's just a couple dumb, huge, humongous mistakes, then I'm usually fine with it. Which it pretty much was tonight. Lost like almost a minute in World 2 just from dropping Yoshi at DP4 for some reason.
Yeah.
I hit the hammer row on the left, which you're never on the left.
Yeah, I looked away for a moment. I wasn't too sure, but I mean, if it's... Yeah, normally you'd be too late, if anything, but...
Yeah. Sometimes you just happen to jump early enough, and you'll kind of just get pushed over by his platform to the left. It's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened to me yet, but nice luck in this run. By nice luck, I mean that couldn't have been much worse.
Yeah, at least I got first try in VD2, but then FY2 was pretty bad. 1 out of 64 chance, and then another 1 out of 4.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate that you lost Yoshi in World 2 because that start to World 3 was absolutely beautiful. I didn't even have time to explain what wings were by the time you'd already got them, so that was very, very nice.
And then, other than that, my forest split was not that great. Missed FOI1 wings after going for it a few times, but that's okay. And then I lost Cape in Reznor, but I did a backup in FY4, which I recommend everybody to learn.
It was a very nice backup. Keeping P speed and grabbing that, again, as you just say, very much recommended.
Yep. And then missed a cycle in Sandbar for some reason because I couldn't get in. And then, if anybody didn't see, I did Doorfly in Vob Fort or in Vob Ghost House, and then was bouncing on a boo for like 10 seconds. That was crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the time I had seen that, it had already passed. I do apologize about how distracted I was this whole time. It definitely wasn't. I definitely wasn't on form for this one, but at least your gameplay was making up for it. It was very entertaining, and people did seem very engaged in chat. So, very good run.
It's like we're about to have Dunkel finish up as well.
Yeah,
Very soon.
we're very close to that. I'm sure you've already seen and already heard me mention, but you'll be playing the winner of Resi versus Stu.
Cool. And are they going to be doing their match on Saturday?
I think so, yeah.
I know a lot of people are. It's going to be very busy tomorrow, so everybody check back in.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't have a worse day for my match. I'm very tempted to reschedule it, but I don't think I can. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. Wow, come to think of it, I have only 12 hours to my match. I'm so screwed. But,
yeah, I hadn't practiced at all before this for like the past 2 weeks because I've been gone and just set up in my college dorm.
Yeah, I was actually wondering how that would play out because obviously you've been very busy with the Pokemon Marathon. Also, big congrats to Dunkel finishing up with
nice job to Dunkel.
1 hour 35. So that's only like 2 minutes off his PB, so
yeah, that's a pretty good run for him.
Not too bad whatsoever. I believe Dunkel will be heading over to talk about his run on the Brazilian Restream. I do believe we're pretty much going to go over to next race. But any more thoughts about your next matchup?
I mean, I think it'll be interesting. I don't exactly know how much 96 Stu has been playing, but I think he has been practicing up for the tourney. And Rezi also probably hasn't played much in the last 2 weeks like I haven't. But right before that, he was going for 124. So it could end up being pretty evenly matched. We'll have to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very fair. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks again to the racers.
And nice job to Dunkel.
Yes, GG. But I believe we'll be switching over pretty much straight away here. We've got it all set up. Hopefully go a bit smoother than this restream.
But thanks for having me on.
Yep, no worries. We will see you in round 2. Good luck with that. But yeah, thanks everyone. We will be back in just about a minute.